event in the association today, James Harden and Ben Simmons' debut press conference.
Right now, Philly should be the favorite to win these. They have the best duo in the game of basketball in James Harden and Joel Embiid.
On February 10, 2022, the 76ers and Nets swapped superstars. James Harden going to the 76ers and Ben Simmons going to the Brooklyn Nets. Also, sharpshooter Seth Curry was in the deal to go to the Brooklyn Nets. This looked like a great trade for both teams. The 76ers added another superstar next to Joel Embiid, and the Brooklyn Nets added Ben Simmons to help their defense. The 76ers started 5-0 with James Harden, with comeback wins at home against the Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks. On March 10th, the 76ers were set to play the Brooklyn Nets. The 76ers were undefeated going into this game with James Harden. Seth Curry had a season-high 24 points against the 76ers in his return to Philadelphia. He hit jump shots all over the 76ers. James Harden going 3 for 17 against his former team. Just watch his lowlights.
And he was a Sixer. Oh, and by the way, he's Doc's son-in-law. There's a three, and that makes Harden number 3 all-time. Harden against his former teammate. Got the screen from Embiid and leans inside, and the rebound by Drummond. Shot clock at 6. Screen. Johnson out on Harden. Weaving inside, Harden knocked away. Johnson's with defense right there. 28% Harden with the ball. Harden 1 of 5. Dragic defends. Harden knocked away. Good defense by the Nets. Ahead to Kyrie. 3 on the fly. Card! 199 in Charlotte on Tuesday. He had 4 threes. Harden outside. 1 of 5. Tried to knife his way in. Shake Milton triple.
Everywhere Ben Simmons would go, he'd get booed by Philadelphia fans. James Harden isn't MVP James Harden like he was 3 years ago. He's gotten a lot older and he can't go past defenders like he used to. And the 76ers aren't as good as they could have been. During the process, they didn't do a good enough job scouting all the top prospects. The only good player they've selected have been Joel Embiid. Just remember, this isn't James Harden's team, this is Joel Embiid's team. Now let's go from the Brooklyn Nets standpoint. Ben Simmons has still not played a single game for the Brooklyn Nets, as he's out with back soreness. I think the Nets are a better team without Ben Simmons than the 76ers. If they had Ben Simmons, they'd be an even better team than the 76ers. Ben Simmons still has something to prove. Simmons is still on the bench for the Brooklyn Nets, as he's watching every single game. Simmons is still working on his jump shot, as he's seen working with Kyle Korver. The Nets hope that Ben Simmons is a great fit next to Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. Simmons is great at driving and an amazing passer. The Nets also can space the floor even more with Ben Simmons because they have Seth Curry. Seth Curry is just under 44% for his career from three-point land. So far, I think the Brooklyn Nets got the better end of this deal. Also, they got Andre Drummond and some draft capital back. The Nets got an unprotected 2022 first-round pick and a protected 2027 first-round pick. Andre Drummond was a much-needed big man to support their starting lineup. Drummond is a veteran and a 2-time All-Star. Drummond is averaging 13.3 rebounds per game career-wise. I think the Nets were just happy to get rid of James Harden and get a good package in return. Ben Simmons is still very young and has a lot of potential. Now let's go back to James Harden. James Harden hasn't been good in the playoffs career-wise. He has never won a championship, and he was also injured last year. I think the 76ers need another sharpshooter. They got rid of Seth Curry, which was a big hole. Danny Green has been average this year. I think they need to give Isaiah Joe a shot. He's a really good streaky shooter, and when he's in a rhythm, he can knock down threes. Even though James Harden opens up the floor for other guys like Tyrese Maxey, who has been doing a lot better with James Harden. This allows Tyrese Maxey to play the 2 and have James Harden be the point guard. I think James Harden has to re-sign with the 76ers this year. I think Bradley Beal is probably going to re-sign with the Wizards, so the Sixers will have to do something in free agency to improve their roster. This is just the first month with the James Harden as a 76ers, so there's still time left in this season. I think the Sixers are still a title contender. I just think that the Milwaukee Bucks are going to come out of the East again. They're a really good team, and Giannis has been carrying them all season. The 76ers right now are the number 3 seed. They are 3 games out of the 1 seed and a game back from the Bucks. The Nets are the 8 seed and 10 games back from the 1 seed. The 1 seed right now is the Miami Heat. I think that the 2 teams you don't want to play in the first round are the Boston Celtics and the Brooklyn Nets. The Celtics are on a huge winning streak. The Celtics have won 17 out of their last 20 games. Jason Tatum has done really good this season. You can see Tatum hitting a 3 in this clip. Well, I'll end this video right here with a picture of the Eastern Conference standings. If you like this type of content, consider clicking that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.